Here's another batch of stories with something off about each one. Try to figure out what it is and put it in the comments below. The answers to last week's stories is in the description. Story 1. Phone. I witnessed a horrible accident today. I wanted to cross the street and was waiting for the light to turn green when a man bumped into me. He didn't even say sorry. I was about to give him a piece of my mind and tell him to watch where he was going, but then I noticed he had a cane. He didn't seem elderly. There must have been something wrong with his legs. Just then, my phone started ringing. The high-pitched ringtone is really annoying. Before I could answer it, there was a screech of tires and a dull thud. The man who bumped into me was lying in the middle of the street in a pool of blood. His sunglasses were lying nearby, cracked and broken. The driver got out and yelled, "He just jumped right out in front of me." The driver thought it was a suicide, but I think the man was just clumsy and didn't look where he was going. It was his own fault. He should have been more careful. Story 2. The Man Next Door. I haven't left my apartment in months. The days go on and nothing changes. Nothing ever happens. Every day is the same as the next. It's monotonous. There's only one thing that keeps me sane. It's the friendly little kid who lives next door. Sometimes she comes over to play. Her mother came home early from work today, so I tell her to leave. I listened at the door and overheard their conversation. "Where were you?" her mother asked. "I was playing with the man who lives next door," the girl replied. "I told you not to tell lies," her mother snapped. Story 3. Haunted Tunnel. There was a tunnel that was said to be haunted. 3 schoolgirls decided to go there one evening to test their courage. When they looked into the tunnel, it was pitch black, and the girls started to lose their nerve. They decided to hold hands and run through the tunnel. They ran through the darkness and didn't stop running until they reached the end. When they came out on the other side, without anything happening to them, the girls were gasping for breath and laughing. "Holding hands made it less scary," said one girl. "I'm glad I was in the middle," said the other. "Me too," said the third. Story number 4. Rejuvenation. Old man. Can you really rejuvenate my body and make me young again? Scientist. Certainly. Our company has developed this machine that will take your cells and use them to generate a young, healthy body. Then your memories will be extracted and transplanted into your new body. Old man. I see. Very good. The old man lay down on a bed and was covered with a sheet. A few hours passed. Old man. This is beginning to take a long time. When will the procedure begin? Scientist. Sorry to keep you waiting. Young man. Thank you. The procedure went so well. By the way, what are you going to do with the old body? Scientist. It will be disposed of here. The scientist wheels the bed into the incineration facility. Old man. Oh, the person before me seems to have had a successful rejuvenation. Anyway, finally it's my turn. Young man. Thank you. Story 5. Bridge collapse. I crossed the suspension bridge just before 2200 hours last night. I went to the shop and bought some groceries, then returned home. The next day I was watching the news on the local TV station. The reporter said, "Yesterday a suspension bridge collapsed. Several dead bodies were found in the wreckage. They have yet to be identified. The collapse is believed to have happened between 10 and 11 p.m. On the screen, they showed the suspension bridge that I crossed over yesterday. Put your guesses to the stories in the comments below. The answers to this week's stories will be in next week's video.